What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 3, and today we're going to tackle Sparkman and Gemini Man. And Sparkman's level is, I would think, one of the easier ones of the game. I also really like his music, and apparently he really likes machinery and sparks, because they are all over the freaking place in this level. As you can see, there's sparks on the floor, sparks in the ceiling. He's got little electrical barriers and such, and giant jackhammer guy, so that's cool too. We have, let's see, we have 3 weapons already from the other bosses, and we're gonna end up with 5, or that's 3 including Rush Coil. Oh, this is one of those jumps I was telling you guys about, where you have to be on the exact pixel in order to make the jump. You have to be like right on the edge, or else you don't make it. I think it's kind of a cheap trap, personally, but you know, whatever. Yeah, flying guy with socket hands. That's interesting. And I really don't know what this guy's name is, but here I'm gonna try using the snakes on him, but of course they don't work. And I've pretty much found out that the snakes pretty much don't work on anything. I thought it'd be useful and kind of cool to run around and try and kill, people with the snake. Search snake, I think it's called, but nope. Apparently, it pretty much doesn't work on jack shit. Yeah, so I'm still gonna be using the Mega Buster for most of the game. As you can see up there, there's an E-Tank. By the way, I never really mentioned what E-Tanks do. E-Tanks are basically just a full heal, and you can use them whenever you want them. There's Rush Coil, by the way. Just shoot them down, and he can propel you up high. Yeah, so it's pretty much a full heal, and it shows up in your little pause menu there, and you can use it whenever you need it. Good for boss fights and stuff like that. And yes, that is sprite lag. It's fairly common in this game, but, we're just gonna pretend that that's bullet time. So Mega Man is doing Matrix shit right now. And, I'm an idiot and get hit by that bolo, or whatever the fuck that thing's called. Oh, here's another little trap, too. Those spikes there on the right, if you just fall down normally without kind of steering it, you're gonna land right into those spikes. That is totally a trap. That's like, if if you've never played the level before, you're gonna get owned by that, and that's, once again, I think that's pretty cheap and lame, but, whatever. I'm no Japanese game designer. So, not quite sure what's going on here. Some kind of factory or something. Who knows? He's got random mechanical boxes falling all over the place from pipes and shit. Who knows? These levels make no sense anyway. And I get hit by Bolo guy again. Wow, I'm playing terrible. I am playing terrible. The rest of the level is pretty easy. Oh, lucky drop there. Oh, I'm doing a post commentary again, by the way. I think I'm gonna start doing the in-game commentary again, but I recorded this before I made that decision, so there you go. Alright, here we go. We're gonna fight Sparkman. When it goes white like that, by the way, that's me saving a state. For some reason, my emulator does that. So here we go, and I use Shadow Blade against Sparkman. He's weak against it. He's a very easy boss. You don't need a lot of strategy to beat him. You kind of just dodge his very slow-moving projectiles and throw Shadow Blades at him. And you can see his life is already super low. He even jumped on us, and it doesn't even matter. He got totally owned by that. And that was Sparkman. Not hard at all. And we're going to get his new ability, which is called Spark Shock. And as I find out later in the coming level, it doesn't really do any damage. It basically just paralyzes people. So you can keep people paralyzed. I don't think it works on bosses, of course, but which is not very useful in this game. There's one enemy that comes up later that I tend to use it on sometimes, but even then you don't even need it. Kind of just a convenience thing, but so yeah, that's not very useful either. This is Gemini Man's level, and God help me, I hate this level with a passion. It is my least favorite level of the game, I would say, and not only that, but the boss is probably the hardest one of these 4, and I don't remember the last 4 very well, but possibly the hardest in the game. And I mean, that's not saying much because, you know, all the bosses are easy. But yeah, big pain in the ass. Really hard to dodge stuff because there's stuff all over the place. So yeah. Oh yeah, he also seems to have a thing for penguins. I don't know, I don't know why you would ever design a penguin robot to combat your enemies, but hey, you know, like I said, I'm not a Japanese game designer, so I don't know, of course, anything about making games. So, oh yeah. Hey, guess what? Snakes don't work against fireflies, or dragonflies. Hooray. Oh yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna try to use Spark Shot, but I basically just paralyze him and don't do any damage. So, these spikes, if you fall on them, it's an instant kill. And actually, I think I did that later on, so... I have a little bit of this level cut out because I did some stupid shit, more near the end, but I cut out some of it, mainly to keep the video time at 10 minutes, so... And yep, Spark Shot doesn't work on him, so apparently a lot of people, or a lot of enemies are immune to the different weapons, which to me is kind of retarded, but hey, whatever. And I'm not quite sure what those things are supposed to be, but they're, all of a sudden we're met with these little egg things, and basically, yeah, so you hit them once, they turn into like a little ghost or something, or they look more like sperm to me. So they turn into a little sperm when you hit them, and when you hit them again, they die, but you can, as you can see there, you can use the charge up Buster Shot, and it'll just fly right through them. But you don't get any power-ups that way. By the way, this is me failing with Rush Coil. You don't get any power-ups if you use your Buster Shot, or like pickups or anything like that. So that's why sometimes I'm just gonna like shoot through them like that. Just, you know, use a bunch of normal shots because they'll drop power-ups and stuff, and you can get, since there's so many of them, you know, you have a pretty good chance of getting something decent. So yeah, killing sperm. It's like what I do every night. Oh, bad joke is bad. So yeah, and killing more sperm. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what, I don't know, the level just kind of completely changed. I'm not quite sure what Gemini Man's supposed to be all about. I mean, the other ones kind of have like a theme, kind of a more of a easier to read theme, I guess, if that makes any sense. I mean, you know, Spark Man likes electricity, you got Snake Man with all the snakes all over the place, you got Shadow Man, who's kind of a ninja, and Gemini Man, he likes to keep sperm eggs all over the place. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, I'm speeding up here because to save time. Oh, these are definitely some of my least favorite enemies coming up here. So there are these giant penguins. Like I said, he has a thing for penguins. Shooting smaller penguins at you, and you can only hit them up there on that little like windy thing. I guess it's a clockwork penguin. And so it's kind of difficult. I don't know if I've ever done it. I know that, I mean, I'm sure there's a way you can do it without getting hit, but I never really was able to figure out the best way. I mean, even here, when I kill him, I get hit again by, like, the last penguin. Yep, there we go. So, those are some of the harder enemies. And, by the way, I did try, like, sliding through them, just take a little bit of damage and go on the other side. And they don't turn around or anything like that, but they deal a shit ton of damage to you if you slide through them. So, that's kind of not an option either. So, here's some, interesting jumps here. Over these spikes. You don't want to get hit by any of these dragonflies, they'll knock you off. And here we go to Gemini Man. I'm pretty sure... Okay, so yeah, I cut some of that out. We're gonna fight Gemini Man. So here, it's pretty difficult. So he makes a copy of himself there. The one that jumps out, I believe, or no, the one left standing has a little bit of life. As you can see, I just killed him, and his weakness is Snake Man, by the way, or the snake, Search Snake. Here I kind of just blasted through and shot him a bunch of times without even worrying about dodging too much, and that seems to actually work better than trying to dodge his attacks. I mean, maybe that's just me, but pretty much, like, he'll make that copy of himself, and so there's two of them on the screen, and then his Gemini laser, which we're getting here, by the way, bounces off walls and stuff, and it usually comes like bounces towards the middle of the area. so it's really hard to dodge. Anyway, that's all the time we have. Bye.